Hi everyone, it is Thursday morning and I am getting ready to go to my workout. But when I got up this morning, I saw this incredible tech tweet regarding the vote by mail recount situation. So I want to explain to you and walk through you why this is so important. In Florida, you can vote by mail, and in fact, you can ask for a vote by mail ballot up to like 5 days before the election. And you can mail that vote by mail in as long as it's postmarked in a timely fashion. It counts in the election. In Florida, we had this rule that said that the time to cure a vote by mail ballot, that is, fix a signature problem with the ballot, because you have to sign the back of the envelope in order for the thing to count. And the time to do that was 5 p.m. on Monday night, the Monday before election night. Now, think about that. If you mail in your ballot on Friday, it's timely, but you probably would never get notice that there was a problem on Monday. And in fact, even if you've mailed it 2-3 weeks before the election, you may not have been notified that there was a problem with your ballot by Monday. And I, back on November the 5th, remember 6th, remember this? I put out a tweet that said, hey, something is wrong with this deadline because it effectively disenfranchises everybody who did not get notified that there was a problem with their signature. How can you go and cure that problem if you're never notified of the problem? And I said from the very beginning, hey, considering the number of ballots that are rejected for signature mismatch or absence of signature, this is too many ballots for it to be a minor problem. This is a major problem. So the night after the election, I put out this tweet, and it shouldn't surprise you. Sometimes it surprised me, to be honest, but I immediately got wildly attacked from the right. They called me a conspirator and that I was conspiring to commit fraud because curing a ballot after the November 5th deadline was fraud. And I'm like, that's so weird. Obviously, the first guy who put that response out didn't bother to call his lawyer and ask what fraud is. But then, it picked up some traction on the right, and they kind of went nuts. And I said, look, I put that tweet out because I could foresee a problem with this deadline. And as it turns out, I was right. A deadline that disenfranchises that many Floridians is unconstitutional. And guess what? The court of the state of Florida has said exactly that. So this video is about how you cure your ballot. The first thing you have to do is understand that the deadline is Saturday at 5 p.m. We have to cure ballots by Saturday at 5 p.m. If you voted by mail, if you think you voted by mail, if you know someone who voted by mail, make sure to show them this video so that they know what to do, okay? And this is real. I mean, we're talking about upwards of 100,000 ballots statewide that were rejected because of signature issues. So the first thing you got to do is figure out, was your VBM, was your vote by mail ballot rejected? So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to turn the camera to the screen so you can see what I'm doing, okay? This is the screen. And you should be able to see from here that I am on the Supervisor of Elections website, okay? Cool. Can you see the website? Awesome. I'm going to leave my camera here so you can see what I'm doing. On the Supervisor of Elections website, I just looked up my voter registration. At the bottom here, this is a Palm Beach County Supervisor of Election. At the bottom here, it says Access, Ballot, and Precinct Information. And this brings up all of my ballot and precinct information. As I scroll down, it says General Election 11/6/2018. And there it says received by elections. This is my ballot. This tells me everything I know. And right here it says, and your ballot has been tabulated. That's the important part. If you go on the Supervisor of Elections and it does not have this language, and your ballot has been tabulated, then that means your ballot has not been tabulated. It may or may not say that it's been rejected. But if it does not say that it has been tabulated, then it has assumed that it has not, okay? So I'm good. I'm kosher. I'm going to go out of this. But if you want to know what to do about that, and you don't know what to do about that, then you go back out. You go back to that Supervisor of Elections website. So I'm going to go back to the Supervisor of Elections website. I'm going to Google Supervisor of Elections, Palm Beach, Florida. That's going to bring me back to the supervisor of elections. And then on the website, it's going to have information here about vote. It says vote by mail. And then I'm going to go back to my vote by mail, track my vote by mail ballot. And at some point, they're going to see a screen that gives you an opportunity to get forms. So I'm going to put in my information. You got to put in your information. There's nothing here. I'm not putting anything anybody doesn't already know. Everybody knows my birthday was November the 3rd, so nobody's seeing anything they don't already know. You got to click the box here. Say you're not a robot. It says boats. So I'm putting in all the boats that I see in this. This is a security measure. Verify. That verifies that you're not a robot. Submit. Now this is the important point. Up at the top here, it says elections. And under elections, it says forms. This is important. Forms. Go to forms. And then on this list here is a master form list. Master form list. You're going to scroll down until you see a form that says affidavit to cure absentee ballot. And it's going to, this one says, and you got to scroll down for a while because they have a lot of forms on this. And it says this one for Palm Beach County is DS-DE 139. And it's English PDF. So you pull this up. This called Instructions and Form for Vote by Mail Ballot Cure Affidavit. It's on the website of your supervisor of elections. So you go to that forms place and you pull up this affidavit and you have until 5 p.m. on Saturday to print it, send it and fill it out and take it to your supervisor of elections. And so what I'm telling you right now, right there, you got to sign and so on. This is the form that you can use to cure your vote by mail. Now, I hope that was clear, but let me walk through one more time. You go to your supervisor of elections website. You track your ballot to see that it has been tabulated. If it has not been tabulated, whether you got notice or not, then you should fill out the form. Go back out to the forms section, find the form that's an affidavit to cure a vote by mail ballot, and then fill that out and get it to them by Saturday at 5 p.m. I cannot tell you how important this is because, again, there's thousands of votes that have been rejected. You may not have been notified of that. Tell everybody you know just to check. No harm in checking. That's how you know. But I want to tell you how excited I am about this. This can make a difference. It may be just a few thousand ballots, but in a election that's being decided by less than 20,000 votes, every vote makes a difference. And again, I anticipated this because the law does not contemplate somebody getting disenfranchised because of an error that can be cured when they've never been given notice of the need to cure. I could have told you that. I did tell you that a week ago, and I was right. And I am so glad I was right because this one is a game changer. Tell all your friends, share the video, ask them to share the video. This is how you do it. This is how you cure your ballot.